All right, next one. Don't forget about. Who's a guy that maybe people are quick to forget about or doesn't get a lot of love or attention in the media or on Twitter with fan base, whoever it may be. Don't forget about.
Don't forget about Jordan Hicks. They brought him over. You know, he was kind of falling out of favor. Even though he had 100-plus tackles last year for the Cardinals, they decided they wanted to go young and, you know, go with the youth movement. And he's just kind of on the outs. And it's just like, well, this guy is still a very, very productive football player. And the Vikings were like, yes, he is. Come on, let's do this over here in Minnesota. You come play with us. You like the cold, right? You can do it, right? Okay, cool. We got a dome. It's all good. And so I think he's a guy that is going to be just, you know, we talk about Adam Thielen. He's like a consummate pro, gonna be consistent. You know, he's just gonna be a consistent force for that defense, I feel like.
He was my honorable mention. He was my number 2. 3 straight 100 tackle seasons, 150 tackles in 2019. Gets his hands on the ball, passes deflected, interceptions. Cheap deal, by the way, too. What, 2 years, $8 million, something like that? I couldn't believe he couldn't get more money on the market. But my pick, DJ Wonnum. I brought him up about a few weeks ago. DJ Wonnum, that third pass rusher behind Hunter and Za'Darius. Za'Darius and Hunter both play 13 games. We'd all take it. We'd say, all right, well, better than the alternative, right? But DJ Wonnum, somebody needs to be that third pass rushing guy. He quietly had 8 sacks last season. I think when some of those guys miss some time, DJ Wonnum, like KJ Osborne, is just going to step up into that starter role. And I think he's starting to really hit the peak of his full potential here now in season 4. New defense, Ed Donatel, new scheme. Gets his hands on the 4 passes deflected. You see him standing up, maybe dropping back in coverage a little bit, able to get his hands up in passing lanes. I'm excited to see that as well. All right, next one up. Needs to rebound. Who had a maybe a little down year that, I mean, people still have some high expectations. This guy's got to rebound in 2022.
Pretty obvious for me, Garrett Bradbury. He was kind of going through a little bit of musical chairs with Mason Cole last season. You know, Mason Cole is now with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and so it's his time to shine. They didn't extend that fifth-year option for him, so they're like, look, come on. We need you to prove it for us. Let us know why we drafted you. Well, we didn't draft you, but let us know why the former regime drafted you in the first round. Like, come on, it's time to show and prove. And, you know, in this offense this season, that center position is going to be very critical to that offense's success. And he's got to bring it. He's got to come with it.
Yeah, put up or shut up, do or die time. He's heading into a free agent year as well. This is it. I mean, if he doesn't show enough on the field to hold his own and give Kirk Cousins that clean pocket he needs to step into, it's see you later, sayonara. They're going to have to bring in more talent or find an interior lineman that's currently on the team that can step in and not only play to that same level, but play better than Garrett Bradbury was. Certainly a lot of high expectations for a first-round pick. Needs to rebound for me, Cam Dantzler. Didn't necessarily have a bad season, but there was a couple moments there where it just got dark, man. It got bleak for him. Obviously, the Detroit Lion game, giving up the game-winning touchdown on a 12-yard button hook. That can get in the head, the psyche of a young kid, a young player. And we know Mike Zimmer put him in the doghouse after that one, too.
Oh, yeah.
He needs a fresh start with Ed Donatel as well in this new defense. He needs to rebound because he's going to be relied on. He's going to be asked to be a starting cornerback, or he's going to be on the field at least early while these young guys like Andrew Booth, Caleb Evans, even Chandon Sullivan start to find their footing and find their role on this team. So Cam Dantzler, Garrett Bradbury, can't go wrong with either of those guys. You know what those guys need? Athletic Greens. Unlock your talent with Athletic Greens, whether you're going paleo, vegan, keto, dairy-free, even gluten-free. Athletic Greens has you covered with 75 high-quality vitamins and minerals, superfoods, and probiotics. Visit athleticgreens.com/MLB Network for your first taste of Athletic Greens that has over 7,000 five-star reviews. That's athleticgreens.com/MLB Network. All right, keep it moving. 2022 Vikings superlatives. Give me a dark horse MVP. Now, we know MVP usually always goes to the quarterback, most important position in sports. But who's a dark horse? Like outside the box, color outside the lines a little bit here. Who's a dark horse MVP in your opinion?
So I was gonna go Kirk Cousins just because he's not had like a MVP type season, and
That's true.
like usually that is a quarterback position, and he's not usually the quarterback that you think of to have something like that. But if he comes out and balls in this new offense, like that could be a case. But if we're gonna go outside of the quarterback position, I think it's pretty simple to me. Justin Jefferson.
No doubt. No doubt. I mean, the expectations for this kid, he has done some things no other receivers have done in a run-first conservative offense. It's just so exciting to think about the true potential that Kevin O'Connell's going to bring in that Cooper Kupp style of role. JJ for sure. If it's not Kirk, the quarterback, the obvious pick, JJ's got to be it. I'll give you another dark horse deep down the well. How about Eric Kendricks? This guy could be the captain, the heart, the soul of this new defense, and he does it all. He's going to have 100-plus tackles. He's going to get a couple sacks. He's going to get his hands on the ball with some interceptions and passes deflected. But he could be, again, just the core nucleus to this new defense with a lot of new moving parts, a lot of new young guys, returning vets. They need somebody they can rely on, just show up game in and game out with the green dot, calling plays. Eric Kendricks, if this defense turns around, I think Eric Kendricks